In today's video, we'll be discussing about individual criminal responsibility in international law and the evolution of international criminal tribunals. Individual criminal responsibility means that when a certain individual is prosecuted for certain crimes under international law, then the responsibility bestowed upon him is known as individual criminal responsibility. For several years before the First World War, there were very few crimes such as piracy and slave trading, which were considered as crimes under international law. Piracy, for that matter, was considered a crime both under municipal law and international law, which meant that any state could prosecute any person for piracy, or any international tribunal could even prosecute any person of piracy irrespective of the state or nationality to which he belonged. The effort to conduct the first international criminal tribunal can be seen in the Livesey Trial. The Livesey Trial was conducted post-World War I. The Livesey Tribunal was established under Treaty of Versailles, which led to conclusion of First World War. The tribunal was basically formed to prosecute the German criminals. Though considered by many as the first international criminal tribunal, Livesey Tribunal faced heavy criticism from both the Germans and from the Allied forces. The Germans criticized Livesey Tribunal primarily because the persons who were being prosecuted were not the High Command, whereas they were only German civil officers who were acting on behalf of the superior orders. The proceedings were criticized heavily outside the Germany by Allied forces, primarily because Germans refused to extradite these criminals and send them to an international tribunal and conduct the tribunal in their own country in the city of Leipzig. The tribunal the Allied forces felt was very lenient, and of the several hundred names which were recommended by the Allied forces, only 12 trials took place, and hence Leipzig Tribunal is considered a failure at that point of time. Now, the first international criminal tribunal was formed post World War II, that is the Nuremberg Tribunal. The first proper international criminal tribunal can be the International Nuremberg Tribunal, because this was the first time when a proper criminal tribunal was established to prosecute individuals for international crimes under international law, and the trial went on to become a success. This was basically the major shift in international law. Earlier times, what used to happen was international law was basically considered as a law between two states. Now the change in drift happened in Nuremberg when the certain individuals were being prosecuted under international law. The same rule was followed in International Military Tribunal for the Far East. In today's time, international criminal tribunals can be established by primarily two methods. First, by a resolution passed by the Security Council under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, whereby under Article 25 of the UN Charter, all the concerned parties are obligated to follow the decision of the court. Now, several criminal tribunals such as International Criminal Tribunal for Yugoslavia, Rwanda were established by this method. The second type is the treaty-based court, where certain states come together to sign a treaty to form or establish a particular court, such as the Rome Statute was signed by several states and hence led to the establishment of the International Criminal Court. Now, we need to consider the fact that the decision of this court is binding only on those particular states who were signatories to the formation of the court. In coming videos, we will be discussing in length about all these tribunals from the Nuremberg Tribunal to ICTY and ICTR, and will in length be discussing the powers and functions of the International Criminal Court. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, then please like and share and subscribe to our channel Intlexia. You can also follow us on Twitter. Do tell us in comment section what all videos of international law do you want us to make. Thank you.